This is a screen. Whoa.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of LJ's Garage. I am sitting in some luxury today, and I call this the Tiguan. Well, I don't. Volkswagen does. This is a 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan SE R-Line Black. And I know you're wondering, what does all of that mean? Most of you probably already know because you've been shopping for a Volkswagen Tiguan. But if you haven't been, don't worry, you're in the right place. LJ's got you, so take my hand. Take it. Now hold on, and I'm going to walk you through the Volkswagen Tiguan SE R-Line Black. One of my favorite things about the Tiguan is, one, its name. Tiguan is a derivative of two words, tiger in German, and then Liguan, which means iguana. And you put those two together and you have a tiger iguana. And that's what this is, a tiger iguana. Okay, so it's like the agility and it's like the aggressiveness of a tiger, but with the of an iguana. Put those together, and that's what the Tiguan is supposed to be. And that's exactly what this really is. I mean, minus the tiger thing. It doesn't roar. It's a 2-liter 4-cylinder, so it doesn't roar too much. But anyways, 201 horsepower, 207 pound-feet of torque. It boogies. About 24 miles per gallon city and about 31 miles per gallon highway. It's efficient. 14-gallon tank, tows about 1,500 pounds. It's decent. And starting at around $35,000, it's good value. It's got an 8-speed automatic transmission. It comes in either front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. And anyways, Volkswagen says this is a powerful, stylish SUV. And today we're going to find out if that's true or not. So we're going to start on the outside, hop on the inside, and then we'll talk about what it's like to drive the Tiguan. And, talk about some safety features, the things that I find important. So without further ado, let's hop outside and let's get started. All right, so here we are on the outside of the 2025 Tiguan. And with this one being the R-Line Black, you guys are probably wondering, what does that mean? So, as you guys can see, this black front grille, black wheels, black mirror caps, black roof rails, and then the pillars all around. So lots of black accents, and of course you can't forget about the black fender flares. They're not really huge fender flares, but they are considered, to me, fender flares. And the name of this color is Sandstone, and what's really cool too, I just realized that this has Pirelli Scorpion tires. They're all-season wheels, but they wrap this thing together very nicely. So I think that Volkswagen is nailing their styling in 2025, and they have been for quite some time. So this isn't really new to them. I'm a big fan of German cars. If you guys are new to the channel and don't know that, well, now you do. You got this nice R-Line badge right here. And then otherwise on the outside, everything kind of speaks for itself. Like I said, this sits between the Taos and the Atlas as that mid-size SUV offering. And then on the back is where I think this thing really looks good. So you've got a rear spoiler, nice LED taillights, and just overall the back end just looks really good. There's no exhaust tips. They've cleaned up the back really nice. And I hate that we're getting to an era where exhausts and all that stuff are starting to slowly dwindle away, but here we are. Either way, I hope that this camera can capture how great this color is. And special thanks to Evans Volkswagen. If you're in the Dayton region, Cincinnati, Columbus, any of that, stop in, ask for Chris or Zach, and let them know LJ sent you and you want to check out a Tiguan. This is a great SUV. And if you're looking for something, like I said, right in that middle, this is where you would want to be. Great starting price, great technology, great features. And while we're here on the outside, I want to talk about this key. So you're going to have your lock, your remote start, double tap that twice. You're going to have your power lift gate, go ahead and open that. And then while we walk over, I'll go ahead and show you guys the trunk space. Look at that. And then yes, you are going to get a little bit of space underneath, which is reserved for a spare tire and a jack and all the good stuff that is needed to go along with that. So Volkswagen's got you covered there. Seats do fold. And if I go ahead and flip this guy right here, you guys can see how much space that you would have. I can go ahead and do this one as well, just to give you guys that full offering of what this has to offer. And there you go. That's the Tiguan. And then we'll go ahead back here and show you guys how this looks. Great use of space. And then when you're ready, you just go ahead and push that button. Done, right? Oh, so nice. And then of course on the back, you're gonna get your black badges. So you have your black SE badge right there, black Tiguan, black Volkswagen, And then this 4Motion badge right here, which is Volkswagen's fancy way of saying all-wheel drive. So now you know that that's all-wheel drive. We'll go ahead and throw these seats up. Ugh. And now take a look at the back seat. Something you guys will also notice is up top, panoramic moonroof, sunroof. Great combination. And so when you're on a date or something, you just look up, just gaze at the stars, and just enjoy. And this is a sneak peek to the front. That's got plastic still on it. It's not cracked. Even though it looks like it, it's not. So both seats, this one is set for someone a little bit taller at 6 foot tall. This one's set for someone about 5 foot 6, 7, 8, somewhere in that range. With that being said, look how much room I have back here. And if I were to go over to this side, I am 5'9", sitting comfortably, plenty of space. Got your little map holders, got little rear vents, charge ports right there. I mean, what more could you ask for? Look at the view. It goes without saying that there's plenty of headroom in this Tiguan, and the seats are comfortable. You've got this nice leatherette, soft to the touch. I mean, it holds up to a beating. Then down here, you're gonna have cup holders. Bloop, bloop, close that up. And really, other than that, it's not too much to talk about back here. I like some of the little details that Volkswagen's done. This is textured, believe it or not. And then I just like these door handles. This is unnecessary, but that little attention to detail makes a big difference in my mind. Keyless entry, lock, give it a second, unlock, boop. And now let's go up front. Some bolstering on the seats, not too aggressively sporty, not too boringly luxury, just right in the middle. Right in the middle. That's what the Tiguan is. Good blend of everything. This texture pattern again, your lock, your unlock, your door controls for your windows, your locks, your side mirrors, all of that. Your trunk release is going to be hidden in this button right there. And then I just like everything else. A little texture grip on the steering wheel to add a little bit of sportiness. That's from that R-Line package. This is a very interesting push start button. It's not like red or circular or anything. It's square. So you push that, car starts up. And as you can see, this is a screen. So as you adjust the volume, you see it's got the little indicator right there. Oh, whoa, that's so cool. I've never seen that before, and I really like that. As I mentioned earlier, nice grippy steering wheel. It's got a little bit of a flat bottom to it to make getting in and out really, really easy. Over on this left-hand side is going to be your lighting controls. Volkswagen has put their blind spot monitoring as this light right here on the inside versus putting it on the outer end of that mirror. Something a little bit different, something that gives the Tiguan some spirit. And then they've got this little cutout window. Again, something random that I really like because whenever I'm in my Jeep, this pillar becomes such a blind spot that I really can't see people, and they sometimes hide behind it. So I have to do this number every single time. So, thank you, Volkswagen. This is all very familiar to me because I've been in many of these modern Volkswagens, but if you are new to this, grab my hand like I said. All your cruise control settings are going to be right there, including your distance setting for your radar cruise control. Your audio controls are going to be down at the bottom, these two right there. Push the right side, it's going to allow you to go to settings on the right side. If you push the left side, it's going to allow you to adjust there. And both of them have their own configurations. So let's say we're going to the right side, you can put travel distance. Let's say you want to put that there. Hit this again. Let's say you want to go to navigation. You would put that there so your navigation would show up. So this does offer just a little bit of customizing. Then you can press view, and then view changes just from the center screen to the outward screen to the two side screens, all three. A little bit of customizing, but it goes a long, long way. So I'm not going to dive too much deeper into that, but you guys get the idea. But overall, I like this. And then behind it, you guys will see it right about there. You're going to have a heads-up display. It's that little flickering right there. It's really hard to capture on camera, but trust me, it's there. And you'll know because you'll see this little cutout right there. So it allows you to see your speed. You can even put GPS there, I believe. So it's got a lot of functionality to it. And then your shifter, which is rather interesting to some folks. Park is on the outside. You're going to twist forward for drive, flick back for reverse. And while we're here, I'll show you guys this backup camera. It's got nice little sensors and everything like that. So this screen itself, sorry about the screen protector and everything like that. I want the first owner to be able to do that, even though I so badly want to rip that off. I'm not going to do it. This is your home button, set up just like your phone. Very responsive. Look at that. Flick of the wrist, flick of the wrist. A lot of people don't really love the climate settings being in here, but Volkswagen does it similar to a lot of the other German manufacturers. So you hit this climate button, brings you into the full climate screen. I even love this thing where Volkswagen now allows you can hit Smart View. You've got all these little shortcuts here: fresh air, clear view. That's for when you need to unfog your windshield. But it calls it simple things like cool feet, warm feet, fresh air, yada yada. I love that. And then the other thing is if you press this little guy right here, it brings that little pop-up in any screen you're in. So let's say you're here and you want to just adjust quick settings, you can do that right here. And then if you want to just adjust keep the fan speed, all that stuff the same, and you just want to turn it up a little bit, you can do it from here on the screen, 68, 69, or you can just do it right here. And these are always on the screen. Volumes right here. And you can just adjust it as you need to be. And then same thing for the passenger side. If you look down here, you see blue, red, all of that. They can adjust it from here. So lots of different options when you need to adjust the climate settings. Not the worst, not the best, but once you get used to it, you'll enjoy it. Same for the heated seats, done right there. Boom, 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 easy. Then you can click up here, go to the full menu. You're going to have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. You can click on this mode for different experiences: Eco, Comfort, Sport. When you hit Sport, it changes all sorts of different things. You can even hit atmospheres. Ooh, let's say we want joy. And look at that. Joy is happening in this car. Energetic. Ooh, energetic. And then look down here. You see this button? It changed. Look at that. It's moody. I'm going to do minimal. Look at that. Ooh. I'm sure there's other things you can do with this. Oh, you can change the off-road modes from here. Oh, this is cool. So this is actually multifunctional. Electronic parking brake while we're at it. Cup holders and all of that. Let's get back up to here. You can do the driving modes from there as well. Main menu again. Let's go to driving assistance features. I love that Volkswagen does this little infographic. But if you want, you could just do this as a list. And if you don't know what anything is, you just press that little arrow, hit this little eye, tells you what lane keep assist is, and then you're allowed to customize it. So this one's got lane keep assist, it's got automatic emergency braking, and then lane change assist, or essentially blind spot monitoring. And again, press this eye, lane change system, side assist, warns of other vehicles that are potential hazard when changing lanes. Done, done, done. Hit this little menu, go into vehicle settings. You can go to a status where you can check everything on your VW. Start stop you can actually disable from here, which I really like that that's an option. You can even go to your tires, check your tire pressures, all of that good stuff. Hit oil level, take a look at that. You can go to data, check your range. Look at that, great gas mileage. Back to this, there isn't really much else. Hit ambient. The ambient lighting is currently controlled by the atmospheres. I want pink. Okay, there we go. Pink and blue. We'll do like an 80s theme. There we go. But yeah, it's got a lot of customizing there. This is your voice assistant. This is Ida, and you can talk to her, and she'll help you with things. Not life. She doesn't help you with life problems, but she'll help you get around. Another shortcut for climate controls. So there's a ton there. Like this guy. Air care, little air care mode. Ooh, you can set it to dark mode, light mode. Let's put it in light mode. That's piercing. We're not going to do that. We're going to go back to dark mode. You can add little widgets here if you need be. And audio system is good. I'm going to go ahead and turn this up. And turn that back down. And there you have it. That's pretty much all that I would say is noteworthy in the infotainment system. We already covered down here. And then something else is you got your glove box with a little wireless charging area right here. You can just drop your phone into this little connector. 2 little charge ports down there. You can open this up and you have a little bit of space in the center console. And actually, let me open this up and show you guys a little bit more room down there with this little removable shelf. Bam, bam. Then over here is your glove box. Nothing fancy, nothing exciting. And then there's more of this textured pattern and the passenger area. Up top, more of these slider buttons or more of these touch buttons. You can go ahead and slide down to go ahead and close your panoramic. it's going to be a minute, so I'm going to let that go. Your lights up here, you can go ahead and turn those on with touch. Kind of nice, I guess, if you're all about that. And then your sunroof. So there's that. And then a visor. Pretty good mood lighting. What's up, guys? That's me. Close this. Shade is up. Very, very nice place to be. And just like that, we've walked through the 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan. And the only complaint I have with this is that I wish that it had a little bit more power, and that's to be expected. It's just a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo, so it's doing the best that it can, 201 horsepower, so it is what it is. But inside, outside, really well done, really well built. I really only have good things to say about the Tiguan. There isn't really much that I would change as far as the design, and really my only gripes was just the performance. But other than that, if you're not someone who's looking for all that, this car will take great care of you. So like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys on the next one.